So this is the first goal in the DC United versus Philadelphia Union match. This one comes courtesy of DC United's Christian Dajome. And so we can see McVeigh on the ball here, passing into Hopkins. Hopkins into Jarrett Stroud. Stroud back to McVeigh. McVeigh into Matthias Klitsch. Into Stroud. Stroud to Aaron Herrera. Just really good ball movement here by DC United. And so before we see this pass from Klitsch to Jarrett Stroud, just want to point out a couple things here on this play. And so you see the three midfielders there by Philadelphia Union inside this little rectangle that DC United had going on. You have Liam Flock, Jack McGlynn, and then you had Kai Wagner, who's pushed out of position because he pushed the ball of Aaron Herrera because nobody was applying the pressure. And so because of that, you have Damian Lowe having to slide over to now go after Jarrett Stroud. Alejandro Bedoya on this play probably should have slotted into that space you can see there on your screen. On the left-hand side, you have Christian Dajome, who's completely unmarked because you have 1v1 defending inside the box with Murrell on Jacob Murrell and Jacob Glesnes on Benteke. And so this pass is going to go into Jarrett Stroud, and there's a cutback pass, ball in the back of the net for Dajome. Just really, really good ball movement here by DC United. And just like we've seen time and time again this season, 7 times out of 10 games so far this season in MLS play for the Union, they continue to concede first. And yeah, this just starts with wonderful ball movement on the right-hand side for DC United. Just simple passes. The reason I put the rectangle there is just for you guys to show that, it's really good ball movement from a couple of the midfielders by DC United. The ball back to Herrera into Matthias Klitsch. And you can see that Jarrett is indeed onside. Damian Lowe, Jacob Glesnes both keeping him on. But a couple things that I wanted to point out that the first camera angle didn't show you guys. And so you have Daniel Gazdag 1v1 defending in the midfield. Quinn Sullivan 1v1 defending in the midfield. This could have been either player because you can see Dajome completely unmarked on the left-hand side of the screen because, like I said, Glesnes and Murrell are 1v1 defending. And so Quinn Sullivan theoretically could have tracked this run. Probably should have tracked this run, unmarked run, into the box. And by the time that this pass gets played in, nobody's picking him up. It's just really, really slow by the Union, just a lack of awareness. And I think that's an issue for the Union. Like I said, 7 out of 10 games, they start games slow. They concede the goals first. And it's just not been good enough here for the Philadelphia Union in the first half. All right, so this is the second goal in the DC United versus Philadelphia Union match. This one comes courtesy of the Forest Hill, Maryland native Jacob Murrell. Gets his first career goal for DC United. And this is just really simple stuff here by DC. They're going to go ahead and recycle the ball all the way back to goalkeeper Alex Bono. And he's going to send a long ball up top to Christian Benteke. Benteke beats Damian Lowe to the header here. Flick one to Jarrett Stroud into Jacob Murrell. Left-footed strike outside the box. Goal, DC United. And what a way to score your first professional goal with a left-footed finish outside of the box to put your hometown team, DC United, up 2-0. This is a really well-composed finish by Jacob Murrell. And we saw last week against Seattle, he had a chance against Stephen Fry. Fry came out with the save. This week, gets a chance against Philadelphia Union, and make no mistake about it. Beautiful touch here, beautiful finish to get your first professional goal, Jacob Murrell. And there's something that I want to point out on this play. By the time that Bono kicks the ball up to Christian Benteke until the time the ball winds up in the back of the net, it takes 8 seconds. This is just unacceptable defending here by the Union. Okay, you're going to have a mistake here. Christian Benteke is really good in the air. And if you can just put him off, you've done well. Benteke wins the header. And Jarrett Stroud, you can see, in space, already passed Damian Lowe and Kai Wagner, split both of them. And so the flick one into Jarrett, header down to Jacob. But there's something that I want to focus on with Jacob McGlynn. He hesitates here for a quick second. I'm pause it there. He's late to react. As soon as this ball gets played over to Jacob's left foot, just Jacob McGlynn is way too slow on this play. He reacts so slowly to this. The header down, you can see just too slow. And Jacob, no mistake about it, finds his corner, picks out his spot, and realizes, hey, look, Jacob McGlynn is reacting late. I got to strike this, and he puts it where nobody can get it. All right, so this is the third goal in the match. This one comes courtesy of Philadelphia Union captain Alejandro Bedoya to get the game within one. And so we're going to see a free kick here by Kai Wagner. He's going to play a threaded through pass on the ground into Alejandro Bedoya. He's going to make a run across the 18-yard box. He's going to chip it over Alex Bono with a left-footed strike here. And this gets the Union within one, like I mentioned. And so you can see DC putting one player inside the wall here. Bedoya makes that run. Ball played in by Wagner. Chipped over. Goal. Philadelphia Union. And this is exactly what the Union needed. Prior to this, they had a free kick with Julian Carranza, who had hit the post. And the Union did not want to go into this half down by 2 goals. It was crucial that the Union could find a way to get a goal before the half. And of course, it had to be off of a set piece by the Union, their league leading 8th of the season. And so you can see that run, that ball, just beautifully played here by Kai Wagner. To notice the run of Alejandro Bedoya, this is a really well set piece here, designed by Frank Reich and the Philadelphia Union to execute this. You can see a left-footed strike. This is fantastic by Alejandro Bedoya. It doesn't get better than this, and who better to score this goal to instill belief into this team than club legend Alejandro Bedoya. All right, so this is the fourth and final goal in this match. This one comes courtesy of Philadelphia Union's Jack McGlynn to tie the game at 2 apiece. And so we're going to see a long ball out here by Jose Martinez into Alejandro Bedoya. And credit to Alejandro for keeping this ball into play. Bedoya goes back to Murrell. Murrell picks his head, sees that a cross isn't on, resets to Alejandro. Bedoya still sees the cross isn't on. And so credit to DC United for forcing the Union backwards here on this play. But right here, you can see DC United do a good job of playing the low block here, playing a block of 4 and then a block of 3, not giving the Union much space to cross the ball in. That's why they had to reset this play. And so you can see that little bit of space that Jack McGlynn sees, that this is his only opportunity. If he's going to get a strike off, it has to be through this limited space, because DC United were making this extremely hard for the Union to get crosses in, to get chances in late in. They were trying to hold on to that 2-1 lead. McGlynn takes a touch, second touch here, top bins, a potential goal of the year by Jack McGlynn. And again, a credit has to be given to DC United for the way that they defended. That there's nothing that they could have done here on this play. Yes, you can argue maybe Jack McGlynn should have been closed down a lot quicker. But who would have expected this out of Jack McGlynn from distance? This is a world-class goal, should win goal of the week. Fantastic finish here by Jack McGlynn, who gets his second goal in 2 games. A world-class strike, and you cannot teach this, like Jim Curtin said, and it has to be given to Alejandro Bedoya for keeping this ball in play. It's a great look by Jose Martinez to find Alejandro, but then the finish there, you can see no goalkeeper in the world is saving this. Nobody is saving this. Seeing this in person, the bend, the curve, the dip, this was just unbelievable by Jack McGlynn. Just look at that. I mean, unbelievable curve to find the top corner of the net to tie this game at 2 apiece between DC United and Philadelphia Union. We'll end this video with some chances that the Union created in this game. We'll see this opportunity here by Julian Carranza to try to get the Union on board at 1 goal apiece, and then we'll see some chances by the Union after they had already got their first goal in this game. And so here's a nice little set play by the Union. Carranza shot off the post. A clever little design here by the Union to have McGlynn just roll that pass out to Carranza, but this ball stays in play. Here's a cross in by Murrell. Carranza can't get to it, but we'll see that set play here by the Union. As we know, the Union do get a set-piece goal here. close to getting one before the one with Alejandro Bedoya. A little bit of hesitation there between Jack McGlynn and Julian Kranza. Kranza a little bit delayed. DC do a good job to close this ball down. And so we can see right before the end of the half, the Union have a chance here. Harriel wins the header down to Julian Kranza, but it gets blocked, and that's a really, really good opportunity there for the Union to try to tie this game up 2 apiece. So we have a chance here by Quinn Sullivan. Catches the goalkeeper off his line, tries to chip him. It's a really good save here, and we'll see about 2 or 3 different angles just to see how close this really was. Was this ball going in the back of the net? And so nice little give and go there by Carranza and Sullivan so close there. Alex Bono with a great save here. Sullivan, good awareness to see, hey, look, he's off his line, and this would have been a fantastic goal. And you can see it's definitely sneaking in under the post, but Alex Bono sends it out for a corner kick. And this is the last chance of the night for the Union before they had a goal with Jack McGlynn. Good switch by Jacob Glezis to Wagner. And, man, Carranza, another chance, another block shot by DC United. Wasn't the greatest pass by Kai Wagner. You see the switcher play by Jacob Glesnes, in my opinion. He has the best long ball on the team. Carranza has to take a touch there, and it's a heavy touch, and DC do a good job to just close that ball down.